only performed this poem once before, and it was last night, so I haven't memorised it, I'm sorry. It's called Space. My girl, she sighs, says, baby, I am so done with this. And I, with my glass half empty brain, reply, that's fine. A shame, all good things, I guess, all the best. And she kisses me on my resigned face that slouches from the weight of what could have been, and slaps my arm just hard enough to maybe mean it. Not us, she says, not you, we're not quite through yet. I mean here, this place, this skipping from one meagre paycheck to the next, this society beating us down into a penniless submission until there's nothing left but bone. Let's go. Let's leave this town before we are made any less than we already are, before the final round and the final blow come to finish us for good. And I say, whoa, okay, slow down. I'd go wherever you say, you know. She smiles at this, raises her butterfly arm from its cocoon of our sheets and says, we can go anywhere, as long as it's up. And my horizontal bed-bound eyes follow her arm to the finger pointing away from our pillows towards the skies, and I see nothing but ceiling. But maybe that's just me, unable to dream of the wondrous scenes that she sees, and I shrug, tired, uninspired by the bubbly white that might just be the limit of my imagination. See, she's the dreamer, the one prone to fanciful flights like getting a pet, or better yet, 9 months of waiting before a lifetime of such sweet, difficult bliss, but this is not what she seems to mean right now. I, grounded, ask her how our limited funds can get us any further than the corner shop, and she stops me short, grabs my hand, leads me down to the basement, and there stands a great grey space shuttle with 2 seats. Surprise, she says, her eyes wider than I've ever seen them, lids pried open by matchsticks made of a joy that will not be weakened or beaten, and I see now what all those dreams of hers were made of metal and rocket fuel. She pops open the hatch and jumps in, and as I follow her into the dimly lit cockpit, I am hit by the image of a child crawling back into the womb, begging to begin anew for all the chances missed. This ship, this hulking great thing outfitted with blinking lights and a throttle that can only be set to still or full speed ahead, is our second wind, our time to put everything right. Like the thousands of nights spent at home alone while friends phoned and begged for just 1 pint, or the times when kindness did not come so easily, when a measly 50p was all we could offer the homeless man in the rain, or the pain in her face when I'd get home late and drunk, chuck my guts up over our new sofa before falling asleep and snoring like there was no tomorrow. Or the sorrow she brought me, duty-free, when she returned from her girl's annual sunshine spree with the name Dwayne tattooed on her lower back. And all the regrets come flooding to us as we sit in the new dark of our craft. To the dashboard, 1 button stands out, red, and she says this will start the engines, will set us out on the path to beginning again. I hear the eager click of her seatbelt, the soft hiss of her helmet locking to her neckline, and I pull my own visor down, becoming the goldfish, unaware of the out there beyond my glass tank. My fingers hover on the button for a moment, unsure as to whether I can realistically leave, whether these engines can even heave our weight away from the great gravitational pull of the world for long enough to break the atmosphere. There is nothing for us here, she says, taking my hand in hers and raising it to her face, blowing a kiss that missed the inside of her temporary safety. I nod, and as our hands move as one, we pause for one last beaming moment before pushing the button. And the voice in my head counts down from 10 in the same way as the guy in '69 when the whole world was watching us send men to the moon. And soon, she and I will be there too, or somewhere else entirely new, gazing down at the great blue of the oceans, drinking champagne on the lip of a crater, laughing and arguing gently about how to arrange the furniture.